He goes into the second period with a 2-1 lead in a Big Ten matchup. Hooked up with Tyler Berger of Nebraska, the redshirt junior.
Berger's had a good tournament. He was number 8 seed here, getting all the way to the consolation semifinals. But, you know, Mike is probably one of the best single-leg finishers in the country. He gets in quite a bit. Now Berger with the counter shot. Solid guy. Now gets hip down and catches Berger on his stomach right there. Now he's working himself into a better position. Berger doing a nice job of keeping his hands clasped and getting into a better athletic position. Probably just looking for a stalemate here.
These two hooked up in the Big Ten championships. Jordan won by a point, 4-3, so we're anticipating a tight one. Mark coming in just like that Ohio State, back in first. It's going to be that type of day, a fun team race, and the drama really has been building since the start of the season with these two super squads, and really come down to championships Saturday night.
Well, we've been talking all year that this may be, you know, whoever finishes second place, and of course, walking out of the national championships last year with Penn State with 5 returning NCAA champions, you just thought that they were going to walk through, but it gives you, you have to give a lot of credit for this Ohio State program, competing with them all year and assembling a squad that, again, if it's maybe historically the best second place team ever, whoever that may be.
Still to be determined. 30 seconds, second period. Here's a quick shot by Berger, but Jordan tap-danced his way out of that missile, and it remains 2 apiece.
That's the side he likes to attack to. He'll go ahead and go low, below the knee, to the leg that's not wrapped of Jordan. Jordan will also attack. He attacks to both sides of the body here, but these are both wrestlers that are looking to attack to the back leg of their opponent, and sometimes that slows the action down.
Both these guys, veterans. Berger, 3-time NCAA qualifier. He is a returning All-American, 5th a year ago. Two wrestlers who know each other extremely well, and we go to the third period tied at 2.
Looks like Jordan's going to take the down position. So he decided not to go underneath Berger. Feeling more comfortable on the feet.
Another Big Ten matchup in the consolation semis at 157. Kemmerer of Iowa and Telio of Michigan, 2 teams in the hunt for a team trophy.
Yeah, I think that Alec Pantaleo thought that he, had a lot of confidence going. He got a takedown. They got the match going his way. They got caught with a big move. I thought Kemmerer has looked very sharp in this tournament. Up until you run up against Jason Nolt, and he's going to make a lot of guys look bad. Pantaleo, really a powerful wrestler, will hold his position, do a lot of blast double work right there. When he goes, he doesn't really move off the tie-up very much. So he gets here, he's really good, tough defense. He's got Kemmerer laid out a little bit. Kemmerer diving back in on that shot, but he loses his position. It's an advantage for Pantaleo if he can get that front quarter Nelson applied. It's a stalemate. So good action while those two guys start to heat up.
Speaking of heating up, on the left, Berger and Jordan. Micah with a couple of shots. Close, but just unable to find any type of opening as we wind it down. 30 seconds to go, third period. Riding time not a factor. The Buckeyes trying to extend the lead if Jordan can get a win.
Yeah, this is a little misdirection shot there. Berger able to get his head to the outside, trying to scoop that leg, bottom leg. Now he's going in a crackdown position. He's going to try to get his right elbow across. He collects that bottom ankle. He secured the bottom ankle with his right hand. It's kind of like climbing rope. You got to move from one position. He collects it. Now he brings the other arm up across and ran out of time.
Best shot of the match there by Berger, but not enough time. Here comes the challenge brick from Nebraska. Manning and company wants the officials to take a second look at it.
Well, that's one criticism of this, is that you've got the official that made the call.
Ohio State behind the review.
We rarely see these calls overturned, but let's take a look at that misdirection shot. Pops his head to the outside. What I always look for in this position is he able to set the man down to kind of both cheeks? Right? And you see that Jordan is clearly in that position. That's going to be close. You could really make a case for that being a takedown. It's going to be close. I don't know, but.
And we want to remind our audience that the officials are looking at a different vantage point from what we just showed you. They have mat side cameras for these reviews and no takedown. So the call stands. Nebraska loses the challenge, and we go to a 1-minute sudden victory. First one to score moves into the third place bout later on this session.
Again, you want to make it be about the team points and wrestling out there for the team. Jordan really kind of not willing to go underneath, so you have to think that he's got to try to do his work right here in sudden victory. The match starts to work in Berger's favor if it goes to the ride-out situation. So, and here it is. If Berger in on that shot again, roll through. He's in a better position right now. He's keeping his head up in the scramble. See that right post arm right there where he keeps his head up? And he collects the points, gives them to Berger. He was all the way behind, weight on the right hand. That's the help. That's the help from the field that you kind of look for in battling these team races.
It's not too often you find Penn State fans cheering for Nebraska, but that was the situation there as Berger gets the sudden victory win, 4-2 over Jordan. And the Buckeyes suffer their first loss in this medal round. Iowa's Kemmerer continues to lead over Pantelio. The Hawkeyes, the Wolverines, and the Wolfpack of North Carolina State all vying for that third and fourth spot. Marinelli getting started for the Hawkeyes. He has surrendered an early takedown to the 10 seed from Wisconsin.
Yeah, great look there. Kevin Wick is going to be the last All-American to wrestle for Coach Davis. Barry Davis, been at that program for 25 years, the Olympic silver medalist, 3-time national champion, career's well documented. And Wick, the number 10 seed, has done a great job in this tournament, getting all the way to the consolation semifinals.
Wick's a freshman out of the California area, San Marino High School. He's replacing the 3-time All-American Isaac Jordan. Kemmerer, by the way, raises his arm in victory. So the Hawkeyes, as we talked about, trying to out-duel both Michigan and North Carolina State for those team trophies 3 and 4.
Marinelli, that's a guy that's battled all year for Iowa. It's just had, not much of a ligament here. Gets another takedown on Evan Wick. A takedown on Evan Wick, and he's just a hammer. Goes out there and grinds. You see that heavily bandaged left leg. He has battled with that all year. Was undefeated going into the Big Ten championships. He and Hidley from North Carolina State were the two undefeated freshmen. Good look at Tom Brands. I think this has been an excellent year for the Iowa program. He would never tell you that, but the progress that they've made with the guys, bringing guys like Spencer Lee into the program. What a fantastic interview that was last night from Spencer Lee after winning. And we've got a lot to look forward to with those 25-pounders. They have a lot of respect for each other. They're 1-1 in their high school careers.
And you look at Marinelli and you talk about Spencer Lee. Brands has found a way to get some of the top talent out of Pennsylvania and Ohio and into Iowa City.
No question, and that's where you have to go. You got to go where the talent is, and you see these guys that are doing very well, and Tom understands that. And not everybody's going to have a chance to wrestle out east here, but an Iowan here, a native Iowan, and so the state of Iowa has always been, it hasn't been able to go ahead and keep up with the demands, the talent demands that you need to fund. 3 college wrestling programs that have historically been very competent, particularly Iowa with their the young guys that he has right now. Kemmerer is a great example last year, being an NCAA runner-up. You got Marinelli, who's just a tough guy that kind of moves into the old style that of the Iowa wrestlers. They have just grinders, not necessarily having a lot of talent, but just tough guys. And you've got Spencer Lee, who is talent galore. And I think that, when you have young teams like that, they take years off of your coaching life. I mean, they give you years. They add years to your time. And I know that this is a tough situation for Marinelli to be in. Wick doing a nice job with that cradle, but
he has plenty of time. A minute to go in this second period. Tries to relatch the cradle. Marinelli in some trouble in this second period. Been a tough year for Wisconsin, but Wick trying to close out the year with an exclamation point.
Got a lot of respect for Evan Wick. His coach has found out this, last couple of weeks that his coaches will not be with him, and the guy that brought him to Madison. But here's a young man that took the 10th seed and is doing more than just wrestling for himself out there. He's wrestling for the man that brought him into the program, his assistant coaching staff, and really showing pretty well for himself as a freshman.
He'll roll over Marinelli a second time, and he will get the count and the near fall points. Does he have enough time to get the fall?
Not likely to go get that left shoulder is still up there for Marinelli, but
he'll be content with the huge second period, and he has blown this thing wide open. He'll go up 13-3, and Barry Davis in that Wisconsin corner. Barry announced he's leaving the program after 25 years as the Badger wrestling coach.
Oh, man, reading these comments are hilarious.
Today's championships.
Keep us on the Chatterbox. Hey, I don't get paid for this. I don't have any ads. Hey, you can go to, what's her name? Nancy. I'm going to definitely reiterate this during the finals because I really don't want to. I'm going to be talking. I don't care. Nancy Morton, great channel. She has it via the ESPN app, whatever. Hey, guys, you don't let me talk in? I'm sorry, bro. That's what I do. I chat. I'm a vlogger. This is not my only channel. I'm not here to, present the best broadcast or something like that. Guys, you can go to TV.YouTube, do your free trial, or sign up. That way you can watch it yourself, live, in color, no interruptions, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, do the same thing I did. So, I'm a wrestling fan. I like to talk. Well, I'm literally on my feet, like, feeling like I'm on the mat. So, I'm sorry. Like, mute it. If you just want to just watch it and mute it, cool. If you agree with me or you want to comment or this and that, or, as much as a fan, whatever, it's cool too. I feel no ways about the comments. I like comments. Go ahead and engage with folks. I invite positive and negative comments. Obviously, everyone's not going to enjoy me talking. Sometimes I talk a lot, sometimes I don't. So if you guys have watched all my videos, some of the videos I don't talk the whole time, some of them I do. Just because I feel so. Anyway, it's about wrestling.
Winding down this third period, all Wisconsin. Talk about Barry Davis, a member of the National Wrestling Hall of Fame, an athlete, assistant coach at Iowa, won 3 titles, 4-time All-American, a silver medalist at the 84 Olympics.
Other ladies trying to get money out of you guys.
He's given us a lot of access.
I have no ads on here. I don't do the commercials, nothing. I don't have any no banners on here, nothing. Just straight content. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's more annoying? Me listening to me talk, or I add every 30 ads on the video, or just banners keep popping up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here,
Let's go down to Quint.
Just fans commentating. You know what I mean?
What is clicking with Evan right now? I just think he's more disciplined top. Actually, last week before I got to the NCAAs, I picked him up and go around town about an hour and a half. Just talked nothing about wrestling. Really? Yeah, wrestling, life, a lot of different things like that. So got him nice and relaxed. So he's doing well. What'd you emphasize? Just talk about visualize. It's another tournament. You've been in big matches before, and just rise to the occasion. And he's done a great job.
So coaching more the psychologist role.
Well, that's a big part of it. You know,
What do you
guys
guys
can be
think,
ready
man,
mentally. They can be ready physically,
about
not ready mentally.
Ohio
You're in
State and
trouble.
Penn State?
So I knew he's
I
got to
gotta
get
see
a little
who's
tight.
left.
My
If
job as a coach is to
next
take care
time,
of
like
that.
next year, I'm
That's
gonna
what
have
he
the
did.
brackets
It
out
amazes
that
me in
way I
wrestling
can
how you have to address the team, but
probably,
you also
you
have to
know,
address the individual, and that seems like a
be
case where
more
you went out of your way
interacting
to,
as far as like
connect
knowing
with that
who's
student
left in
athlete.
conference.
Well, that's part of my
Because
job. I
I
love
know
my
everybody
athletes.
wants to see, you know,
I do
like
things for
the
them.
championship
I
round,
picked
stuff
guys up
like
2
that.
o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in
But
the
when it
morning,
comes to
drive around
team
and
sport
talk
and
to
everything,
them.
like,
These
these
are
rounds
things that are
are
going on.
exciting too.
As a
So
coach,
I
it's your
watch
job.
all of it.
You catch it
I
every one.
watch all of it.
Bottom line.
Congratulations,
Great,
Coach.
thank you.
Victory for Barry Davis, and his wrestler moves one step closer to
That's
the
right.
third place spot. Tonight, championship
Well,
Saturday.
my team is
Ivar looking
destroying
for
the
his
teams
third
at B to the
national
East.
championship. He was
And,
knocked off
these other
last
classic
year
fans,
by Vincenzo Joseph, the youngster, part of that
everybody's gonna wanna hear
dynamic
me talk.
five from Penn State. A 165 finals tonight on ESPN2.
Let's go.